You know, people misunderstand having a humble mindset as opposed to having a go-getter mindset, to having a killer mindset. And the difference is, it's that thought process of when you're feeling down, when you're feeling weak, how's your mind gonna respond? What's it gonna tell you? Is it gonna tell you, well, you know, maybe we should go to the gym today? I don't know, you know, I'm not really feeling it. It's been a hard day. You know, we should take it easy. We should I don't know. We should just, you know, maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day, let's just take a break. You know, we deserve this. As opposed to get the fuck up and go to the fucking gym because no one else feels sorry for you. Only you do. That's the type of mindset why people aren't successful at life. They sit there and they feel sorry for themselves and they want all this fucking sympathy from everybody else. Yet they're not willing to go out there and make shit happen for themselves. And I'm sick and fucking tired of seeing it. Everyone seems to think that this world, this government, somebody owes them something. Nobody owes you shit. If you want something, go out there and get it. Go out there and fucking take it. That's all there is to it. So, with me and my physical fitness journey, you damn well better believe I'm gonna go after what I want, what my goals are. And if anybody stands in my fucking way, I'll plow through them. I don't give a fuck who they are. That's just my mindset. That's the mindset you've gotta have to be successful. No champion out there hit that fucking mat and then sat there for 9 seconds and said, well, you know what, maybe I should get up before this 10 second, otherwise I'm gonna lose. Fuck no. As soon as they hit the mat, the only thing they can think of is give me the fucking rope so I can get back up. That's the definition of resiliency. And no one seems to have it anymore. Or they misinterpret it for arrogance, which I personally don't give a fuck about. Call me arrogant, call me self-centered, but I'll tell you this much. Any person that has messaged me on Facebook or talked to me in my face, in general, I am the nicest guy. But when you cross that fucking line, buddy, you better believe I'm gonna knock you back in your fucking place, because that's just how I am. I'm a nice guy until you push me.
Logically speaking, past the motivational video, why can't you have what you want? Statistically, the people watching these kinds of videos go on to do something greater than the average of society. So you're already destined for something great. However, you're tired and you're going through something right now. But that's just it. I said right now. This fatigue isn't something to be upset about. It sure is something to get angry about though. But that anger, that rage is perfect. Because that rage can be converted into the energy you need to get up right now and literally just start moving. Don't worry about how tired you are now and if you might make mistakes. Just get up right now. Go do what you need to do to turn that fatigue into momentum. Go shower, go write, go for a 15-minute walk. Just get to the gym. Don't worry about getting ready. Just start moving, and that's what will push you. The next moments of your life are valuable and you will never get them back.
The investment of your personality. Impacting the world with the investment of your personality. T.L. Osborne said, work on being, not on having. With what you are, you will have. Don't work on having anything. Work on being something. Your personality. Invest in your personality. And you can impact the world with the investment of your personality. That is success. Impacting the world. Not just walking through the world, impacting the world with the investment of your personality. So you're going to have to do something to you. It doesn't matter the situation into which you were born. You make a choice to remain there or come out of it. It's a choice. It's not the place where you live. It's not even the circumstances in which you find yourself. It's not the bad things that are happening to you. No. When you don't have the knowledge, things will be happening to you. When knowledge comes, you'll be in control. You'll be in control. Instead of having things happening to you, no matter what happens, it is not a to you thing. You'll be in control. Sometimes while you're in that situation, someone might look at you like, oh, but I can still see this trouble with you. You say, you're looking at the wrong thing. God, His word is absolute truth. You can depend on it with your whole life. Don't be afraid to believe God and stay on His word.
If you want something out of life, if you want to change yourself, if you want to acquire something, if there's some goal that you want to reach, that is really not easy as some people will make us feel. That living your dream, changing your behaviors, overcoming negative habits, it's challenging. It's hard. Most people go through life never discovering what their talents are. Most people never develop their talents. They have skills and abilities, but if you don't nurture them, if you don't develop them, they will never serve you. Your gifts can take you many places if you develop your gifts. Most of us don't like to do those things that come easy to us. I've always loved to talk to people. I decided, taking this advice, to develop my skills as a speaker. And my gift has developed and it's taken me many places. You have something that you brought to the universe. And that if you decide that my life deserves my developing this, what I do well, and becoming the best at it, and mastering myself, and seeing what I have within me, if you decide to drop your buckets where you are and develop your gifts, I grant you, you'll never ever be without. I grant you that your gifts will take you places that will literally amaze you. I grant you that if you begin to work to develop your gifts, you'll develop a strong sense of happiness. You'll get a larger vision of yourself, because part of beginning to get a larger vision of yourself, all of us need some area of our lives where we can have a feeling of competence. That people know when they think about this area, that's something you do. That you eat and sleep that. And that you do that. You do that. And people know it. And you know it. And you know that you know this. If you don't know anything else, you know this. Can you tell I know what I'm doing? Oh, hello. You know this. So you've got to work on it. When other folk are having a good time, you've got to have the strength of character to concentrate, to read, to digest information. If you decide in any particular area that you're concerned about, to make a conscious, deliberate, determined effort to read one book a month in that area, in 5 years, you'll be among the top 5% experts in the world. I read a minimum of 2 books a week. The average American reads only 1 book a year. If you decide that area that you love, that you are going to master that particular area, in this era of accelerated change, overwhelming complexity, and tremendous competition, as you begin to develop and expand your skills and your talents and your vision of yourself, you will always be in control of your destiny. The next thing is, whatever it is that you want to do, you want to do it massively. I have a friend who was telling me that his sales were down. I said, well, how many phone calls you make a day? He said, 25. I said, double them. Make 50 or 75 or 100. He said, oh man, that's just too much. What do you mean too much? You behind on your bills? You're talking about too much? You know one way to get back on your feet real quick is to miss 2 car payments? You talking about you're tired? There's no competition out here. Decide that you're going to push yourself. Most people won't do that. Most people give up on themselves easily. You know the human spirit is powerful. There's nothing as powerful. It's hard to kill the human spirit. They asked Benjamin Disraeli, a man who became the head of a country at a time when Jews were not allowed out after 10 o'clock. They said, how did you do it? How do you achieve it against such great odds? He said, nothing can resist the will of a people that will stake even their existence on the extent of their purpose for good. That when you have a made-up mind, when you decide that you want to do something, I was reading something the other day, he said, the power to hold on in spite of everything, the power to endure, this is the winner's quality. The hunger, the ability to face defeat again and again without giving up. This is a winner's quality. You have that quality within you. When you're hungry, you don't care about the facts. You don't care about the odds. Doug Williams played for the Washington Redskins, quarterback. John Elway of the Denver Broncos in the Super Bowl. Everybody was talking about Elway. After the Super Bowl, when Doug Williams made a historic passing game, they asked him, said, how were you able, in spite of all of the negative publicity saying that you couldn't win, how did you do it? He said, I ignored my critics. I just didn't pay any attention to them. I ignored myself because they kept on saying it so much. There were times I doubted whether or not I can do what I needed to do. There's a Doug Williams in everybody here. There's greatness in you. And you've got to learn how to tune out the critics outside and the critic inside. And since I'm going to do this, I'm going to harness my will. And I'm not going to let anything stop me. I deserve this. I'm going to do it until. And this friend, I told him, said, start increasing your calls. I said, I make 100 calls a day. I got a callus in my ear. My ear's kind of dark. You can't see it, but it's there.